I am going to be making my mother-in-law's famous strawberry pie. I already washed and cut these last night so I could be ready to go this morning. And I already chopped up my rhubarb because it is in season right now in Florida. So as you can see, they're all little bite size. And we're going to be putting it on the stovetop because it's a stovetop kind of pie today. Okay, the first thing I'm going to add is my rhubarb with my 3 cups of strawberries. And just put it in here for a little bit. And we're going to use 1 cup of Florida sugar. Now this sugar is organic, and I have noticed that this sugar from Florida is definitely sweeter than what you find in the stores in local areas. So I prefer to use this because I have cut down on the sugar and it tastes just as good. It still gives you the full sweetness, but you use less sugar. So here we go, 1 cup. I'm going to add a little water at the bottom. Can you hear it sizzle? That's basically to kind of start the moisture process going on with my strawberry and rhubarb. And we're going to let this cook down for a little bit. And I'm going to grind half an orange into my strawberries and rhubarb. I'm going to wait to see how the strawberries simmer down a little bit. I might add some more strawberries once this is cooked down. I'm going to take half of my orange now and squeeze in the juice. Because Florida has 2 seasons of strawberries, it's really easy to buy a lot at the farmer's market or your local grocery store, and you'll get them really cheap. So what I tend to do is when they're in season, I will cut them up by a whole bunch and just freeze them in Ziploc bags as individuals, so then I can use them for recipes during the year and smoothies, and just make a few things that I really do enjoy with the strawberries. They're super sweet. I only try to buy them when they're in season because you can tell the difference in taste right away. The next thing I'm going to add is a little honey. Give it a nice squeeze, probably like a tablespoon or 2, depending on how you like it. I like the taste of honey, so I like to add a little extra. And this just needs to simmer down. We're gonna heat up our oven at this point. I'm gonna put it up to 375, and we'll just wait. I'm going to add a little bit more strawberries in here while it's cooking. I like the different textures in my pie. Now, because everybody has different taste buds in life, this is the time that you taste it to see if you need to add a little bit more. Because once this has all been cooked in, what happens is your flavors have all melted in. So you don't want to put the sugar or a little bit more honey or a little bit more juice towards the end. So what I usually do is I will take a little spoon and I'll taste it, and I'll see if I want to add a little bit more sugar or honey or orange zest to satisfy my taste buds. I highly recommend you always taste your food while you're cooking. This recipe comes from my mother-in-law in New York, and this is one of my husband's favorite things. They were big pie eaters. If you look on my website, you'll also find the banana cream pie that Mrs. Thomas used to make all the time. And when my husband asks for, you know, usually a birthday cake or something, he prefers a pie. So this is the one thing that we will make for his birthday, is one of the pies that his mom made. With a scoop of vanilla ice cream, of course. I'm going to take some of this out. I have this little mixture going on now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in my cornstarch. I'm going to mix it up a little bit before I throw it in. You're going to get like a pasty consistency. And we're going to add a little bit more juice. And we're going to pour it in. And the magic will begin. Because this is the magic. So make sure you're on low. And this is all going to start hardening up. As you can see, it's becoming a pie filling. Once you have it here, you're gonna throw in some more strawberries. I bought ready-made pie crust. And I've already buttered the pan. I just find this way easier for me. And they have really good crusts nowadays, from gluten to vegan to whatever your little heart desires. I just make sure it's nice and placed on the pan. And we're going to poke a few holes just so it can vet a little. Now, it depends how high you would like your pie. This looks pretty good to me. Now, we love crust. We are crust people in this family. So I throw out nothing when it comes to crust. I don't cut it, I don't overlap it, I just make sure I grab my crust and then I have plenty of crust in my pie. Sometimes I don't even really make a cutesy crust surrounding around the pie. But I do try to connect it with the crust underneath. So I'll give it like a little pinch here. So here we are. I put the crust on. I poke my little holes with my straw. It's not just for drinking. And now I'm going to do an egg wash with a little sprinkled sugar on top. I add a little water to it for the mix. I'm going to take my trusty little brushy poo and do a little wash on my pie. Very gently. You don't want to soak it because it's kind of hot in there. I don't pre-cook my pie crust or anything like that unless it's a custard. Okay, now I can take my pie. In the oven it goes.